Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In my previous videos, I've been discussing about some strategies, some techniques which we can implement in our day-to-day life to alleviate our anxiety and stress levels. All of us go through this particular problem at some or the other point in our life. But how we can overcome it and by incorporating what, that is more important. Once we have identified the problem, our next step should be to work towards the solution of that problem. Now, when I talk of solving that problem, so there are different aspects that we need to look into when we talk of anxiety and depression or stress. So there are two ways that we can work upon these problems. One is by regulating our emotions and impulses, that is at the mental level. Second is at your physiological level, by maintaining your proper body functions. Now, how we can do that? In my one of the previous videos, I've talked about how I overcame this problem of anxiety and by doing what. You can watch that after watching this video if you haven't watched yet. But when it comes to the physiological aspect, what are we required to do and what we should be aware of? Now, when I say physiological, means all the organ systems in your body and how they work, how they function, they all work in a specific rhythm, right? And these rhythms in our body are known as biorhythms. So, one of the biorhythms that I'm going to talk about in detail in this video is the circadian rhythm, right? Circadian rhythm functions over a period of 24 hours. So it is a complete cycle of 24 hours. And how our body acts and reacts in those 24 hours constitutes what we call as circadian rhythm. Now, circadian rhythm means how your body, it takes care of all the different functions in your body, right? Your sugar regulation, blood pressure regulation, how does your heart function, how does your brain function, how the digestive system functions. So all the major organ systems in your body fall under this particular biorhythm, which is known as the circadian rhythm, right? Now, how we can actually take care of our body by following some simple rules, tips, and tricks to lead a healthy, happy, long life, right? And also alleviating our stress and anxiety levels, instead preventing them to happen to us, right? How we can do that? Let's get rolling and let's look into it. Now there is an internal clock in our body. Like we have clock, we all work by clock. So in our body also there is an internal clock. And what is that internal clock named as? That is known as suprachiasmatic nucleus. It is also abbreviated as SCN. Right? Now it is located in hypothalamus part of your brain. It regulates all the major biorhythms that happens in our body, right? And if I talk of circadian rhythm, which I mentioned that what all things it regulates in your body, right? So all the major functions of your body are regulated in this 24-hour cycle. Now, how you can actually maintain a healthy lifestyle? So one thing is that we always talk about that our ancestors have always been more healthier than this generation. Why? Because those people, they led a simple healthy life, they ate simple things, they took care, knowingly or unknowingly, they took care of their biorhythms, they took care of their physiological systems, right? But in the modern day, what is happening is that we all have different work routines. We all have actually got ourselves into so many different types of work aspects that we are not able to maintain that healthy lifestyle, right? Now, one of the major issues, as WHO says, that the social jet lag, what do we call that? Social jet lag is that is when people work in shifts, like somebody is working in day shifts, somebody is working in night shifts. So these shift culture of work has created a lot of health problems, and actually WHO labels it as carcinogens, right? So these lead to a lot of problems: diabetes, blood pressure, dysregulation of your heart, right? It also causes other problems, like, again, including depression and anxiety, cancer, all these things, liver diseases, kidney diseases. Why? Simply because we all miss out on our normal functioning of our organ systems, and how we eat, digest, and do what. All these things get disturbed, and because of that, we end up bearing so many physical ailments. Yeah. So, what we need to do, what we need to take care of, we have to make simple lifestyle changes in our day to day life. The first rule and the first thing that you can do is that as you get up in the morning, don't eat anything for 1 hour. Because when you sleep, so what should be your sleep time? Your optimum sleep time should be 8 hours, right? Wherein you should get at least 7 hours of restorative sleep. Okay. Now, when I say 8 hours, and when you get up in the morning, for 1 hour, from the time you get up till 1 hour, do not eat anything. You can have a glass of water, but don't eat anything, because that is the time when your body actually needs to reconstruct itself to start with the normal physiological processes for the next day. Okay, have a consistent time for your breakfast, whether you have it at 8 o'clock or you have it at 9 o'clock. Fix your time for the breakfast. Once you have had your breakfast, then whatever other meals you will have, that is your lunch, your snacks, brunch, whatever, and the beverages that you're going to have throughout the day, till dinner, please complete that eating routine of yours within 10 to 12 hours, maximum 12 hours. Do not linger on further with that. Yeah. And at night, before you go to bed, there should be a gap of 3 hours between when you ate your dinner and when you went to sleep. Okay. And within those 2 to 3 hours, what you have to do is you have to dim the lights, so that your body hormones start giving, those night hormones start releasing in your body and start giving you signals that yes, this is the time to relax and sleep now. Okay. So dim your light and don't eat anything between the 3 hours gap, that is from the time you ate your dinner and the time you sleep. Okay. Again, make your sleep time consistent. If you want to go to bed by 9:30, go by 9:30. If you want to go to bed by 10 o'clock, go by 10 o'clock, but fix your time. Okay. Another thing is, you should have 30 minutes of daylight, direct exposure to 30 minutes of daylight, which is again scientifically proven and has been shown in the researches of so many years, right? So you have to, because the natural daylight, the natural sunlight rejuvenates your body systems, and it also helps you in absorbing a lot of vitamin D, which is very good for your bones. Okay. After that, once you have, like, you have had your, now how, what else you can do except you fix your timings for eating and sleeping and getting up in the morning, and after that, in the evening, so it's always very good in the evenings to go for a brisk walk, and if you can take out time of 30 minutes, that will be awesome. So, if you are going for a brisk walk in the evenings or late afternoons, why it is recommended than you go for in the mornings? Why it is recommended in the evening time? Because at that time your muscles are very much relaxed and you are very less prone to get any kind of injury or any kind of muscle tension, right? So that is a very good time. So 30 minutes of brisk walking actually again helps pump up your body, help you relieve your stress. It helps release your negative thoughts out of your brain and help you focus on something which is more healthier. Okay. Now, another thing is, so these, all these routines which I'm talking about are very simple to incorporate, but yes, it requires a very conscious attention. right? Because when we do this, so the circadian rhythm which I'm talking about, this internal timetable is very much embedded in our DNA, right? But if it is already embedded in our DNA, then why we are naturally not healthy? Because the circadian rhythms, they work in connection with the external stimuli, with the external environment, the cues that we provide it from the external environment. And if we are going on a spree of disrupting those cues, and we are mismanaging our routines, then it leads to a lot of problems. So, like, drinking a glass of water is always healthier than having a cup of tea. Okay, drinking or hydrating yourself throughout the day with simple water is always healthier than substituting that water with cold drinks or other beverages like coffee or tea or whatever, right? So we need to have these conscious thoughts in our mind that how we are taking care of our bodies. Our body is our responsibility, and we cannot always blame on others that because of this environmental situation, because of my working condition, because of my home condition, I'm not able to maintain a healthy lifestyle. It is your lifestyle, it is your life, it is your body, and you have to be consciously taking care of it. So I hope these little tips which I've shared here, 5 to 6 tips I have shared with all of you, will be beneficial. And I'm again reiterating the scientific terms that I used in the video. One was SCN, which is suprachiasmatic nucleus, which acts like an internal clock in your body, which tells your body when to wake up, when to eat, when to be active, when to go to sleep. All these things are taken care of by this particular part of your brain, and this helps maintain your biorhythms in the body. And in this particular video we have talked about circadian rhythm, which deals with all the major functions in your body related to your sugar regulation, blood pressure, working of the nervous system, digestion, and all other important functions in your body, right? And this particular rhythm, that is circadian rhythm, it operates on a cycle of 24 hours. So you have to set your routine of 24 hours so that we all can have a healthy, happy, long life. And I hope this video you all will find beneficial. For more of these kind of videos, please subscribe to my channel, and you can look up my video of cold water immersion which I shared 2 to 3 days back, which talks about another important technique that can help you elevate your stress and anxiety levels. And I've backed that explanation with all the different aspects and scenarios that it takes care of. So thank you so much, and thank you for watching. I'll be coming up with another informative video for all of you. Till then, stay blessed, take care, and stay healthy. Bye bye.